don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with their opponents. And off we go from Denver. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Looking to throw. Cantrell. Throw left side complete. That's Reeves. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down. Cantrell. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, it's Sermon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a handoff. Sermon. Nifty move. And touchdown! Trey Sermon, 31 yards. And the Tigers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
In your face!
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Cantrell. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the bootleg, Cantrell rolling to his right. And he'll find Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cantrell escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Reeves. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sermon now on 1st and 10. Runs over him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running left is Sermon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Cantrell. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Here's Sermon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Tigers have moved out in front. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Tigers 14, Broncos 7.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. The holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Off play action. Cantrell, he'll buy some time right. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cantrell. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff as they run left side. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And the Broncos are going to have first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break.
He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff looking right. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
147 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Cantrell.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a run with Sermon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Sermon, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Sermon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Tigers are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
171 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowman. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
But 209 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
T.J. Hawkinson
there to make the grab.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years